What's up, guys? Armlight15, and yes, I'm back. After a 7-day vacation, I am back in California, and my guesstimate was right. I did go to Cancun, Mexico, so that was quite an experience, and I'm here to tell you guys about it. Well, first of all, this is obviously going to be a video more so about my trip, not so much about the game. I've had this game on my hard drive for a while. I got this game when I was a 5th prestige, yeah, and I'm like 15 now. And go figure that when I get back from vacation, they've upped the prestige to 20, and it doesn't really surprise me. I don't know if I mentioned that in other videos, but I knew that was coming because they'd already done that to PC and to the PC game, to where they made 20 prestiges. So it was only a matter of time till the console followed suit. Anyways, just really quick, if you want to know something about this game, basically it's just a game where I was playing free for all and using the obviously silenced G36C. I think don't have extended mags for this. And anyways, I basically do pretty good the whole game. It could have been a 30-7 game, but towards the end, for the last kill, I wanted to do something more than just kill the guy. So I thought, well, I haven't got a Misery Loves Company yet, so I decided to try and cook a grenade and kill a guy and myself at the same time for the game-winning kill. But after 6 attempts and giving myself 6 additional deaths, I just failed miserably. And yeah, I just said fuck it, I'm over it, and I kill the guy and the game ends. That's pretty much it. But I figured it'd be a good game to have in the background while I talk about Cancun, Mexico. So anyways, so much happened, it's crazy, and I don't know where to start. I guess the best place to start is my initial first impressions from when we arrived there. And Cancun, Mexico, when I got there, we stayed at this kind of a vacation resort that's exclusive for adults. It's 21 and over only, so you don't have to worry about there being any jailbait there or anything like that. And it's pretty surprising. There's some girls there I could have sworn they looked like they're still fucking 16, so you could have fooled me. But anyways, you get there, and first thing I noticed is I thought this kind of resembles me being in Paris or France or some place in Europe, because fuck, I'd say more than 50% of the females that were there were topless, and I was thinking, oh shit, what the fuck, this is different. You don't usually see that here in California. And so I was no problem with it, but at the same time, some of those women were pretty fucking disgusting, and I would rather not have seen them naked, or I shouldn't say naked, but topless. I mean, I saw some women that were 300 pounds probably, and walking around topless with their big saggy fucking fun bags, and they had their nipples pierced, and it's just like, really? That's fucking disgusting right there. So there's some shit I saw I really wish I would not have seen. And there are also some girls towards the end of the trip that had some phenomenal fake tits and walking around kind of showing them off. And I think part of the reason why there are so many people there, like women showing off their tits, it's not only because people want to feel comfortable about their bodies on vacation, but this being an adult-only exclusive kind of resort had a lot of swinger couples there. So naturally, these swinger couples are going to kind of show off their wives and show off themselves in a sense, and try and hook up with other couples. So that was it didn't really bother me. I've known several different swingers throughout my life and stuff like that, and they're still good people. It's not like that I really care about their lifestyle, and it changes how I feel about them as a person. So anyways, that was pretty much my first thoughts. And then as I spent the week there, I noticed that, Jesus, if you're a single guy in Cancun with your buddies, which obviously a lot of people do for spring break, you can get a fucking just ton of pussy. And it's just ridiculous, because so many of these women here on vacation, they just want to get their fuck on just as much as the guys. And I don't think a lot of the guys or women care how many sexual partners they have while they're there, because shit, you pick up fucking the clap or something, all you gotta do is go walk across the street to the pharmacy that does not require a doctor's prescription, and just pick up whatever fucking antibiotic that you need to cure your fucking illness in your penis or your pussy. It's crazy. So you could just get those little curable STDs and just fucking take some medicine and get them over with. I mean, one girl that I saw there, she It was kind of funny 'cause she's totally slutty and she's trying to pull herself off as like this worldly, chick and stuff like that, and she's just stupid and just a damn hoe. And she was there like practically, she's like the last chick at the bar at night, just sloppy drunk. The guys are, coming at her and stuff. They know it's like the final countdown for the evening. It's like get some pussy now or never. And she ends up going off with one guy. He nails her. The next day, she's not even talking to that guy, and she's hanging all over some other guy, and it's just crazy. And then there's this other broad, looked like she was like 16. She was just man, she was the same thing, just with a different guy every night. It was crazy. It's just like to be 21 again. I just turned 30 years old, and I'm not there for pleasure. I'm there for well, somewhat pleasure. I'm there for to enjoy myself with my fiance. So it's not like I'm out there to chase tail like these spring breakers would be. Anyways, I also hit up some of the nightclubs there, and the nightclub scene was awesome. I mean, absolutely awesome in Cancun. Probably never experienced a better nightclub atmosphere and I guess event like that here back into the United States. The clubs aren't nearly going to be as cool ever. Even if I go to Vegas, they're not going to be as cool because of building codes and other restrictions. There are things they can do in Cancun and certain dangerous things that they can do, whether it's having a girl dangling above your head in a cage in case it fell and killed you, or to dancing on a stage that has no railing. You could fall off from the second story and get injured. It's just crazy stuff. So I mean, the nightlife was awesome. I highly recommend going to Cocobongos or the City, which is, I think the City is the biggest nightclub or the second biggest nightclub in all of Northern America, and it was huge. I'll try and throw up some pictures for you guys to see, but I mean, they just won't do it any justice. Just what an event, what a club to be a part of and go dancing in, and just fucking awesome. All the lights, the sound systems were just enormous, and it really got you in the mood for dancing. And then they had tons of these confetti machines that blow like confetti, like it was raining confetti all the time, and just a fucking crazy scene. So club scenes are awesome. There's also some shady and crazy shit that happened down there too. You got to be really careful as a vacationer in Mexico, because they'll take advantage of you if any way they can. We went over to a flea market to get some shit, and of course the flea market, these guys are pretty much skeezes, and they're going to try and cheat you out of whatever money they can, and that's their job, is to try and get as much money out of you, and you just gotta negotiate with them for prices and stuff like that. Well, this guy, we're looking at some item. He notices I got my Oakleys on, and he's got some Oakleys there too, but they're Folkleys, right? And he knows it, but he sees that I have a real pair of Oakleys, and he's let me take a look at these Oakleys, and puts them on his head, checks them out. Well, then he starts distracting me, talking about the item we wanted to buy, and he's successfully taking my mind off the fact that he had my Oakleys still on his head. And my fiance, luckily, she doesn't fall for that shit as easily. She used to live in Cancun for a little bit, and she keeps pointing this guy's head like, "Hey, man, take this guy's still got your fucking Oakleys on." And I didn't realize it, but she was right. This guy was successfully trying to take my mind off the fact that I had my Oakleys on his head, so he could steal them. And and thank God I got him back. But what a fucking piece of shit. And that's we got to look out for. We had fucking bounce on this one server because at the club, because he was trying to get tip from us, which would normally be okay, but we only had enough money to get home and maybe a little bit of tip, and if we gave him the big bill that we had, he would run off with it. And so we had to fucking bounce out on that guy, and that was kind of a whole another story for itself. And then we had this one guy fucking walk into our room while we're lying there practically almost naked, and we had the patio door open just to get some breeze and some cold air in. And this guy walks in. I don't know if he was trying to steal shit, if he fucking thought that we were like some swinger couple looking for a third person or whatever, but I had to fucking get up and tell this guy to get the fuck out of the room. It was crazy, crazy shit, man. I mean, I don't know. I think I'm going to save the rest of this commentary for a part 2, because there's just so much shit to talk about. It's ridiculous. But anyways, alright guys, well, I will see you on part 2, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Don't forget to sub if you guys haven't. Late.